Whispers After Midnight, Episode 25, The Subscription Box. This was submitted to us by a viewer. Make of it what you will. She'd lived in her apartment for 2 years. It was in an older building with a history of tenant turnover, lots of people cycling through. She occasionally still got mail for former residents and just wrote "no longer at this address" and left it for the postal worker. One afternoon she came home to a package at her door. Cardboard, well taped, addressed to a name she didn't recognize, presumably a former tenant. The return address was a company name she didn't recognize, with a city and street address. She set it inside, planning to deal with it later. Later turned into a week, and the smell she noticed after a few days. Not bad, exactly, like old paper and dried herbs and something faintly sweet, like opening a drawer in a very old house. She finally opened it to figure out where to send it. Inside was a collection of small items. Hand-labeled glass bottles, a folded card with instructions written in a careful, old-fashioned script, items she didn't fully understand the purpose of. Everything looked handmade and old, not old like worn out, but old like they'd been made a long time ago and preserved carefully. She looked up the company. The address was a vacant lot. The company had been incorporated in 1971 and dissolved in 1987. She called the addressee's name, tried every way she could to track down a former tenant by that name. Nothing. She kept one of the small bottles. She doesn't know why. She said it's been sitting on her windowsill for 8 months. She said sometimes, when the light hits it just right, she can see something moving inside it. She says she's probably imagining it. Comment "midnight" if you want the next story.